Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Form of Therapy. Here on the Culture Study, I'm going to be checking out YEJI's solo debut. That's our captain, our leader of YEJI, making her solo debut with the music video Air. I'm very excited for this. You know, we got a sampling of her solo ever since listening to Crown on My Head on the Born to Be album. I have been so curious as to what YEJI's solo aesthetic would be like. Of all the member solos, YEJI, Leah, and Chaeyoung had my favorites. And YEJI's was so badass. Crown on My Head was so cool. I don't know if that's the same aesthetic she's going to be going for with her solo with Air. Let's find out.
Hurry, let's breathe. 달콤해진 oxygen. Insane. 호흡의 방법은 전부 잊게 돼.
Surprisingly,
Gonna take a chance, give up all the plans.
such a high song from the get-go.
이끌려가게 돼. 빨라진 step, 다른 건다 잊은 채. 온몸을 던질래. Take my air. 거부할 수 없는 이 느낌. Oh baby. Got in my purse. 내게 집중한 순간 더 깊이. You keep taking all of my air, all my air. 묶인 시선 끝에 you take my breath away. Take my air. 피할 수 없는 이 feeling. You keep taking all of my. Here it comes 또 불어오는 second wind. Oh yeah. But I stay 가볼래. Let it begin. I'm gonna take a chance, give up all the plans. 이 순간 너와 나 말곤 아득하게. 끝없는 chase 이제 멈추지 못해. And here I go again. Take my air. 거부할 수 없는 이 느낌. Oh baby. Got in my prayers. 내게 집중한 순간 더 깊이. No. You keep taking all of my air, all my air. 묶인 시선 끝에 you take my breath away. Take my air. 피할 수 없는 이 feeling. You keep taking all of my air. Oh, it feels so right. Heart burning so bright. Taking my air. 내게 빠져 감소하는. Oh baby. My head got in my 벗어날 수 없는 이 느낌. Falling. You keep taking all of my air, all my air. 묶인 시선 끝에 you take my breath away. Take my air, all my air. 멈출 수가 없게 나를 숨어가 되기만.
Oh, an outro. We did not deserve such an incredible track. Oh my god. That's actually mind-blowing. I loved that so much. The song is style-wise, it's so up my alley. It's so in my personal wheelhouse of I love dance music. I love this type of dance music. One of my favorite One of my favorite pop artists is Kylie Minogue. This reminds me a lot of her stuff. It like in that it has like this European pop slash 80s 90s like vintage dance pop vibes. The music video as well also has, I think, a pretty stylized vintage aesthetic that feels reminiscent of like an 80s 90s diva. I can't like exactly pinpoint it because I wasn't alive at that time, but I think this would be like closer to 80s. The video has such a fun, exciting energy to it, and it's speaking a certain language, and it's not humorous. It's close to being humorous, but it's not exactly humorous. It's more so I think it's just kind of sheer awesome. Like, it's close to being like a funny video in the way they play with movement and speed sometimes. Some of the slow motion shots, the building being destroyed and YEJI dancing. But I think with just the right amount of shots and how they're going about it, it comes off less funny and more just awe-inspiring. I thought she would be going for something actually more badass rather than pure dance pop like this, which I'm not complaining. She's living. Oh my God, she's sending with air. It's starting with such a high note is also very surprising. That having a dance song that is really focused on good vocals is, I think, also very surprising. Like the amount that this is focusing on such clean, high vocals, as well as it being a really cool dance song, is a great twist. And I think just an example that you can make dance songs just vocally great songs too. Yeah, crown on my head set my expectations completely somewhere else, and I mean that in the best way possible because I was truly shocked watching Air. Let's watch and listen to that again. My gosh. My gosh.
Hurry, let's breathe. 달콤해진 oxygen.
Just starting from the opening shot, zooming out.
방법은 전부 잊게 돼. Gonna take a chance, give up.
Starting off that high is crazy. Starting off in that pose is such a flex. And this is what I mean by the intentional camera movement here and the framing of the locked off shots. It gives off one looking like a vintage music video. The lighting is so interesting. The lighting, the way it's so overexposed, also looks like a glamour driven 80s music video as well. But the locked off shot here and then the tracking shot as she's walking like this looks like it's almost funny, but they're going for cool and it comes off as cool. I think one thing that also makes this music video so interesting is there's typically a rule to cut every few seconds, and there are a lot of holding tracking shots, which really depends a lot on YEJI's star power. Like, not even her charisma, like her star power. Like, she has to be able to command that camera and hold your attention and our interest for that long for the video to not feel boring. And she nails it, right? Oh. Good Lord.
Oh baby got my purse 내게 집중한 순간 더 깊이
Good Lord.
You keep taking all of my air all my air 묶인 시선 끝에 You take my breath away Take my air 피할 수 없는 이 feeling
I can't believe. Yeah, so even like the voyeuristic shots, the slow zooming in and out. These are the slow intentional camera work is what makes it feel very intimate as well. But it's basically like a diva music video. And I like a diva pop star music video. And if you had told me that that's the concept that YEJI was going for, I would have not believed you. Not that like I couldn't think she could pull it off. It's just I don't know. It's shocking. It's so shocking. Wow.
You keep taking all of my here it comes
Wow, the synthesizer is so cool.
second wind Oh yeah But I stay 가볼래 let it begin I'm gonna take a chance give up all the plans 이 순간 너와 나 말곤 아득할게 끝없는 chase 이제
It looks like half music video and like half like a commercial
And
too.
here I go again.
Like it has a really cool fashion editorial look. This is so crazy. This is one of the craziest parts of the video. So as I said, like it's typically an editing rule to cut a lot, and they've had some really long holds throughout this video, but this one in particular really, it's so powerful. It's a longer focal length lens too, and shooting her silhouetted and having the strobing lights looks so epic. Oh my goodness. That's so interesting. It looks like a mix of like either lightning or then when it slow-mos down and then with the various angles, they look like photography photo shoot moments, and suddenly they also look like flashes from a camera. And the red carpet looks like a runway. Oh. This guitar. Yeah, this color grading style is, if you like notice how the blacks are pulled up so that you see almost like a white grain over it. And with this spotlight type lighting, this is also what makes it feel like more like an 80s video. And then mist rain for the shoot. Oh. Whoa. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's one of my favorite solo debuts I've ever seen. YEJI, oh my God. That was incredible. Wow. Air Wow. 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 They really don't produce a music video like that anymore. That was something special. I'm so curious as to how much of that was actually JYP's vision, how much of that was YEJI's vision, like what parts of it, because that was so cool. It really captured YEJI as like this it factor cool girl in a way that I think one really does YEJI justice and also sets her apart from so many other soloists out there. The K-pop landscape, as we know, is becoming just oversaturated by the minute, and it's harder and harder to really set yourself apart. But I think having a strong identity is so important, and it's not just about even the music. I think it's just as equally the concept and the aesthetic, the theme. And both YEJI and her team did, I think, an amazing job. I have such high expectations now for this album. Like this title track, this music video is too good. Like when I say too good, I'm like, a standard has been set for many, many solo debuts out there. Like, wow, YEJI just I can't even compare her to anybody else, because while there are influences to what feels like a very 80s driven stylish music video, I can't think of another Korean soloist that could have done it exactly like this. Like, could another Korean female soloist have maybe done this? I think like maybe Jong-ah could have hit like the air parts in a really interesting kitschy way, but like largely no. And I think it's really hard to set an original sound and identity for an artist in nowadays. But I think YEJI, especially having her parts, like she has like a mix of like vocal and talk singing parts in ITZY. This was also such a refreshing, beautiful surprise, because it's also top line and vocal heaven, but also catchy pop dance hook heaven. Like, just to accomplish both of that in one song, and also deliver us, in my opinion, a cool fucking music video, is one of the most perfect debuts I've ever seen in my life. One of the most perfect debuts. Like, beyond a 10 out of 10. Like, absolutely, I would give that like a 12 out of 10. Like, it's beyond just great. It's beyond perfect. It is so out of this world, jaw-droppingly good. And I'm obsessed. I'm so addicted. I can't wait to check out the album. I'm going to do a listening party for it. It's going to be out on my Patreon this month. So I'm going to wrap up my reaction there. But if you want to continue the journey, I am definitely going to be checking out promotional stuff for Air. I'm going to be seeing how she translates this to the live stage, because a lot of the video language of this was also playing with the frame rate and the shutter speed and making it look like she has like more digital doll-like movements, which made it look really technological and cool. But I'm curious as to how that's going to translate on a live stage. So if you want to check that out with me, as well as the listening party, come join us over on Patreon. Of course, you don't have to support monetarily if you don't want to. You can just subscribe over here. I have a button for you. Check out my other reactions over here. Hope you enjoyed my reaction to YEJI's Air. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.